It had been a long journey to Wales, and Ashima was very tired from her run to the Welsh country. She came to the Tallinn railway in time to see it closing for the day. "Hello," said Tallinn. "You're new to our railway." "I'm Ashima. I'm from India, and just took a hike to get here. Can I sleep here for the night?" "Yes, you can. I'm Tallinn. You seem to be here for something." Ashima told him there was almost a disturbance in India, and they journeyed to be far off so as not to have a war imprison them, and two brothers that were in life issues. And now she was to live in Tasman Sodor and still visit her home with no trouble. "You can stay here for a while, but I don't think your second driver can come with you. He's wanting to get himself to hospital." "I've got the cancer that I'm fighting off." Ashima was shocked. "But who'll drive me?" "My aunt's got a son, so he'll drive you." And he parked the engine, then walked. The next night came, but the third driver didn't come. Ashima wondered if her journey would end here. She had an awful thought. If her second driver was hospitalized, who would run the workshop? She remembered she was to not talk to anyone about her involvement. One look at the clock in the shed, and she wouldn't start it. It was only 3:00 a.m. Suddenly, something was lurking from the woods. Eyes were moving and were staring straight at her. "Hello. You're the engine from India," it said. "Oh, you're that black pony, Nightmare Moon. You're to drive me to Tasman Sodor. Is my third driver waiting there?" "Yes, he is. And I think your tour might be small. Come on now. Time's not our friend." Quickly and quietly, she lit her fire, then pulled the lever when the steam pressure was up high. Ashima steamed away out of the Welsh railway, about to cross London again. She came to the harbour again, where the gins were rested. But the other police cars were still there. "Oh dear, they mustn't see me," I'll never live this down. Time was about to run out, and Ashima wanted to beat it without any hold-ups. She knew she had a travel record, but had to avoid questions. Just then, she saw the train with a green engine. That's Henry. He's heading to Tasman Sodor, said Nightmare Moon. We'll follow him. I was about to say if we could ask him for directions, said Ashima. Henry steamed off after the guard blew his whistle. Ashima started to follow. They steamed together for a while on the main line, crossing fields. Henry sped ahead. But Ashima didn't mind. She suddenly knew the way already. All of a sudden, she heard some growl behind her. To her shock, she saw it was the police that were chasing her, shouting, "Stop! Stop! Pull over, you!" "Oh dear!" cried Ashima. "If they stop me now, they'll send me back to my home. I've never been chased for years." "That diesel's slow, so maybe you might speed away from them," said Nightmare Moon. She shoveled a bit to make her go full steam ahead. "We just need to shake them off so can get in the woods to find the buffers alone." "I hope so." Ashima tried to speed away, but her chasers are still on her tail. "This calls for a little magic show. Keep going. I've got a way to lose your chasers." "It's time for hide and seek?" "Something like that." Nightmare Moon began to do up a flash with the smoke. Huh? Where did she go? Ashima felt herself moved to a better spot pace. The points were just a few meters away from her. Nightmare Moon switched them, then switched them back when crossed it. Ashima was just in time to let her chasers pass, laughing at their searching. When they were out of sight, she started steaming into the woods. Soon she found the buffers, and they, to her surprise, weren't touched. There was a flash, and the whole self had gone when going through. She found herself in the woods again. Phew! Where've they taken me? She asked herself. She decided after a run to have a rest and wait for a driver. Nightmare Moon, sensing her wanting a driver, decided to find him. She knew a human can manage. You manage when you find your friends,